Hey everybody, welcome back to the Fish Tank. Bad as Fish 80, and today I wanted to show you a replay specifically because of the arena. Now, a little while ago, all of the arenas in Minion Masters received a huge graphical overhaul, but one of them was missed out, and that was the Winter Holiday Arena. But as you can see, it has now received some love. I'm not entirely sure how you can get your hands on this. It's not in the shop at the moment. We'll see if it's featured over the festive period, but I thought I would give it a bit of an outing here, and we can also watch some Sniper Mordar, which is one of my favorite decks. I'm playing Sniper Mordar, and we're playing against I think it's a future APEP, and this guy is very high up on the leaderboard, third on the leaderboard I think at the time of playing this. So the real meat of this deck is getting the revives, keeping the snipers alive, and profiting. But we burned a little mana there, getting 1 mana back from the construct as it died, taken a little by surprise. Now we have Rock Rivals in the deck. It's very important to use that at the right time. Hopefully get a good revive on it. Of course, at the moment statues are a little bit bugged, so it's even worse for us with the Rock Rivals. But we'll see if we can get it out and get some good value on it. So he's got a Snap Freeze there. It does 25 damage now, so it's does have a little bit of removal. Not going to be able to kill the snipers outright, but can potentially cycle through and get them after a couple of them. So I've got a good XP lead here, which is nice, but I'm still waiting to get my Rock Rivals out. Try to find the most appropriate time to do that. So we need to get a Tombstone up. We need to get it charging, because the statue will kill the Rock Golem, Blue Golem pretty quickly. So we do want to try to get that revive. This deck is one of those that if you play the Rock Rivals at the wrong time, you can certainly just lose the game at that point. But there we see a beam, but here is our opportunity. He used his beam, so we know that's not here. We have an active Tombstone. We're going to get a res of some description, I should think, here. Now we do have Combust in the deck, which is very strong. Does 300 damage, has a big radius. Sometimes we can use it to force a res, but we did get a res. It wasn't the golem that time, but we just need to deal with this statue, and then we can try to get back in the game. So he's putting on the pressure there, keeping the statue alive for as long as possible, doing as much damage as possible with it. Beam as well, but this is a nice position for us. XP-wise, we're ahead. Rock Rivals has been used, so the next time we don't have to worry about that statue anymore. We'll just get the golem straight up. And there we see again the Snap Freeze, damaging the sniper, but it needs 2 of them to kill it. I think what he was trying to do there is potentially get some DPS onto the Tombstone to deny it. So he's got a lot of small units, the wall, the flying Scrats, etc. That's kind of tricky for us to deal with. The wall, of course, did get nerfed a little bit recently, so it's nowhere near as good as it used to be. It does do the return damage, though, so it will kill things. And, of course, we have the AoE from Mordar that we can rely upon. So we're going to use the Swarmers to grab a bridge. And we need to be careful, because obviously we don't want to get those Swarmers to be rezzed. I think he makes a mistake here, tries to beam the Tombstone and the Styxi, but doesn't get both of them. But we need to take that as a warning shot. We know he has that beam. We know if we clump stuff up together, it's going to get punished. So we need to be careful. Keep everything as separated as possible. But this is a very strong position for this deck. We're a perk 2, so we're going to have double Tombstones available. But as you can see here, this Golem just dies real quick. We do get the res, which is nice. The Boomer does die as well, so that's helpful. Lucky that didn't just survive. Again, he's putting the pressure on with the beam. We have to watch out for our HP. Health, as I always say, is a resource, but we need to be careful we don't get too low and then allow ourselves to get cycled to death at the end there. So this is looking a bit dicey at the moment here, because the Tombstone's charging. But the Tombstone does take a good while to charge. And remember, the health of the unit that revives depends on the amount of charge on the Tombstone. You can see the blue of the green of the graphic filling up there. When it's at the top, you'll get a full HP revived unit. When it's at its minimum charge, it'll be 50% HP. But of course, perk 2 onwards, they do get hasted. They do get that spirit. Not too much use from the Combustion in this game. Sometimes it can be great. But again, there he goes with the beam on face, getting us a little bit closer to death. But our win condition here is Mana Frenzy for sure. Sometimes this deck can just straight up kill the opponent real fast. You get those golems on face and they have no way of dealing with it. But he's doing his best to kill the snipers as much as he can. But by preventing the sniper res, he does allow us to get a different res. Tranquil is an okay res, because it will heal itself. I did have a Cage Prowler in this. This originally was... Is it Nadaraj's deck? Or Nick Show's deck? Somebody like that, originally. The Cage Prowler I found problematic. Just... There's a lot of aggro out there with the bugs, the statues that have got too much speed. It's very difficult to get value out of that. But here we go, Mana Frenzy. We've got the snipers up. He doesn't have good sniper removal. And this deck can live and die by that. It's a pretty rock, paper, scissors deck. If they've got good sniper removal, they can really shut you down or make it very hard for you. If they don't, then you're in a good position. This is going to be a nice lot of points on the ladder and a good bit of fun from Sniper Mordar and the Winter Festive Holiday Arena. Hopefully you can get yours soon. Let me know in the comments what you think.